get really strong core.
But we're here to support you.
Well, let's get started.
All righty.
So sit up tall or lay back, get comfortable. We'll inhale for a count of 4. Hold 2. And hum out for 8. Inhale 4. Hold 2. Hum out 8. Inhale 4. Pause. Hum 8. Breathe in. Pause. Hum. Inhale 4. Hold 8. Sigh out for 4. Pause 2. 1. Inhale 4. Hold 8. Heavy sigh. Pause 2. Inhale. Hold. Heavy sigh. Pause. Inhale. Hold 8. Sigh to release. Pause. Inhale 4. Hold 20. Halfway. Sigh to release. Quick breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. You're here for 1 full minute. So quick breaths, focusing on belly breaths, not into the chest. 1 minute. After 1 minute of this, we will take a big breath in, sigh it out, and hold at the bottom. Halfway through, you might feel some numbness tingling in the fingers or toes. You might feel lightheaded. Totally normal. Do not be alarmed. Ten more seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a full breath in. And exhale through a sigh. Hold at the bottom. I'll let you know every 10 seconds. There's 10. 20. 30. 40. Once you can no longer hold, just lift up into bridge. 50. Good. So once you're finished holding, good, nice work. You're just lifting your hips into a bridge. So exhale, pushing up. Sarah's like, I'm not gonna lift into bridge. I'm gonna wave you down so I don't have to lift into bridge. But we are lifting into bridge for 30 seconds. So you're really working on activating glutes here. If you feel hamstrings, walk your feet back a little bit. If you feel your back, lower the hips slightly until you feel the butt turn on. We're here for another 5 seconds. And lower it down. Pull the knees into the chest, give them a little hug. Gentle rock side to side. If you are dealing with any sciatic pain at all, stay here. If not, you might open up into a happy baby, coming a little bit deeper into that stretch. Rocking side to side. Bring your left foot down. Your right foot's going to come to tabletop. Grab on behind the hamstring. Point and flex the toe. So you're getting full extension of that foot, then bending. Exhale, point. Inhale, bend. So just flossing the nerves throughout that leg. Exhale. Inhale. And switch sides. Same thing. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Getting full range of motion. Slight pause on each end with the flexion and the extension. Both feet down. Go ahead and come into a figure four. So crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Take both knees over to the right side. Exhale to center. Inhale over to the left side. Inhale, center. So as you drop the knees side to side, exhaling center. I just said inhale, sorry. Exhale, center. Inhale, out. So as you drop the knees over to the side, your shoulders both stay down. So I don't want you rocking the whole body, but instead, you're just rocking enough to let the legs drop out to one side, warming up the thoracic spine, mid-spine, and the hips. Come to center, switch legs, taking it side to side. All right, we're gonna flip all the way over to our tummies. We're gonna be doing lots of back and forth motion like that today, so get excited. Elbows are gonna come right underneath the shoulders. We're looking forward out in front of us, tucking the chin back, shoulder blades down the spine. Hold here. If you feel like you can get a little bit deeper into this extension, take your feet wide on the mat, squeeze your glutes, and push into those hands to lengthen the belly a little bit more. If you feel your low back activate at all, come back down to the elbows, stay down here. And release. Okay, we're gonna come into an extended warm-up kind of. So every exercise we're about to do, we'll hold for 40 seconds, then we'll take a 10-second break before we move to the next one. So the first one is going to be a prone Superman. We've done these many times before. Hands out in front of you. Your legs are on the ground, legs spread about mat width apart if you need to protect your back, or keep them close into each other, engage the glutes, keep your stomach tight. Exhale, lift the arms, pull them down your back, inhale, lengthen out in front of you. As you do this, you can relax the forehead to the mat. Ready, set, go, 40 seconds. Don't forget to keep the stomach and the butt tight. 10 more seconds. And rest. Flip around onto your back. We're doing little crunches. So you're going to pull chest up towards the ceiling, rib cage down towards the mat, hold, come down. If you need to, you can place your hands behind your head as a little pillow. Ready, begin. But you don't want to be pulling up on the head with the hands. So it's just supporting your neck. Keep your chin tucked. And remember, it's more about the rib cage driving down, chest driving up, than it is about pulling and getting kind of a roundness of the spine. So I want to think about lifting more so than pulling. 3, 2, 1. Turn onto your stomach once again. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. Bend your right knee. Tap the foot across to the left side. Back to center. Bend the left knee. Tap to the right side. Side to side. Begin. Nice, good work. And rest. Come onto your stomach once again, supporting the forehead with the hands, so letting the upper body relax. Squeeze your glutes, lift one leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze the other glute, lift the other leg up. Ready? Go. So as you lift one leg, you're squeezing that glute to lift. So you're not just bending from the knee, you're lifting from the hip and the glute. The biggest thing here is you're going to want to feel both hips pushing into the ground equally. So probably as you lift one leg, you're going to feel that hip push a little bit harder into the ground than the other side. Try to get both of them pushing an equal amount into the floor. And that takes a lot of core control. So slow it down, try to evenly squeeze the glutes and then lift one leg more than the other. 3, 2, 1, turn around onto your back. From here, we are doing, take a full breath in, exhale, get rid of all that breath, lift one leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift the other leg. So, same idea here as with those swimmers. You don't want one side of the low back pushing in more than the other. So even as we lift that leg, we don't want our hips shifting side to side. And to do that, you really have to get this core tight. A lot of transverse abdominis work, which is the lower abdominals, which we're going to be working with quite a bit today. Strengthening those to stay out of our low back. And rest. From here, we are back on our stomach. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Exhale, push into the hands. Inhale, lower. Ready, go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So stomach stays tight. If you feel this in your low back, try spreading the legs a little bit wider. See if that helps. Glute stays tight too. Looking right in between the hands. Five seconds left. 2, 1. Come into cat-cow. So your knees are right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders. Round it out, pulling the belly button up towards the ceiling. Then inhale, draw the belly button down, shoulders down the spine. As you round out your spine, you almost want to feel this stretch right underneath the armpit. So really getting as round as possible through that back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start over with prone Superman. So on your stomach, hands out in front of you. Exhale, pull those elbows back. Inhale, bring them forward. Ready? Go. Forehead resting on the mat. Stomach tight. Three, two, one. Roll over onto your back for curl ups. 10 seconds till you start. So pulling that chest up, rib cage down. Ready, set, go. Curl up. It's just a small movement. Halfway. You're not pulling up on that head at all. If your hands are behind your head, it's just as a little cradle. You're not actually pulling up. So your elbows should remain in your peripheral vision at all times, not out in front of you. 2, 1, flip back around to your stomach. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Scorpions, bending the right knee, tap the right foot across to the left side, come back to center, and switch. Ready, go. Side to side. Opening up those hips. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Coming to swimmers. So squeezing those glutes. Try to lift one leg without the other hip shifting. Ready, set, go. So squeeze both glutes. Lift one side, lower, lift the other. Pausing at the top. So you're moving from the glutes, not the knee. You also want both hips evenly pressing into that mat. So if one side pushes down, the other side pushes down. Takes a ton of core work here to really stay engaged. Flip around onto your back. Same thing with the marching, thinking about your low back, staying engaged on both sides on that mat. Ready to go. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Tight and lift. Both hips staying even. You can help accomplish that by breathing into your rib cage, so east and west, as opposed to up and down. You're gonna feel that rib cage come in and get tight before you lift. That's where you know you're at your strongest, is when all of your oxygen is gone. Five seconds, and we'll flip around for prone push-ups. Ready? Flip around. So starting on your elbows, then pushing up into your hands, keeping the legs spread wide. Ready? Go. Exhale, lift. Shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, lower. If this is too much coming up onto the hands, just stay down on the elbows in Sphinx pose. Glutes are contracted. Looking right between those two thumbs on the floor. Your hands are not touching. And rest, cat-cow. Last time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Round it out, pulling the belly button up toward the ceiling, getting this stretch underneath the armpit. Inhale, drop the belly button, looking forward, tucking the chin. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, grab some water if you need it because you're not going to get a chance to do so for a while. So we are going to be doing 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds of 1 exercise, just 1 before moving on to the next. The first one is a clamshell. You are all wonderful at clamshells, but basically how this is going to work, I'm going to demonstrate for the first round. The second round, I'm going to kind of watch you all. And then the third round, we're all going to be perfect at this, right? You're already perfect at clamshells, but we're just going to make sure. So coming onto your right side, left leg on top. I want both legs stacked, 90-degree bend in the knee. Push that hip forward, and without letting that hip open up, bring the knee up and down. Sarah's warming up. Sweat PNW sweatshirt coming off. 30 seconds here. Lift and lower. I hear Sarah's going to be in town this weekend. A little birdie told me. So she has to do the stretching class over the weekend since she's been missing out on those. Mama Sherry will make you do it. 10 seconds. That means we get a weekend with Sarah too. Woohoo! And rest. 10 seconds to rest, then we're going to do this again. So second round, I'll start with you guys, then I'm going to kind of watch your form. Ready, set, go. Open and close. Good. So it's not about height or how high you can get that knee. It's about can you keep that hip rolling forward as you open, which you all obviously are doing beautifully. We lost Denise somehow. Hopefully she'll come back and join us. We have 5 seconds. Take a break. We're going to go again in 10. Last round. This one's going to be absolute perfection because practice makes progress. And go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Looking good. Ooh. If you do these correctly, you start to feel it. You should be feeling that low glute, right? Especially if you're tucking your tailbone, you're gonna get right underneath the butt cheek. And rest. Switch over to the other side. You have 10 seconds to switch. Make it quick. Ready? And go. Lift and lower without that hip rolling back. Good. And you might have the range of motion to be able to come up super high, just as long as you keep that hip forward. So do challenge yourself to get lifted. Just make sure this isn't moving. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Check in with your legs. They're still at 90. You've got that hip tuck. Ready? 3, 2, 1. This is your second round. Good. Nice, Sarah. Woo-hoo. Feeling this one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. We're going to do it one more time, then we move on to our next exercise. Ready? And hit it. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Nice work. Don't worry, we're going to do these again later, and we're going to make them harder. Because I know you were all super worried about that. I can tell. I can read all the worry on your face. 3, 2, 1. We're on all fours next. So we're going into bird dogs. On this one, we're going to do just the right leg and left arm for 3 rounds. Ready? Set, go. You can start with just the leg extending. If you feel comfortable here and you don't feel like that hip is rolling open at all, I want you to add the left arm. The thumb should be pointing up to the ceiling as you lift. And you shouldn't feel this in your back at all. So keep your stomach tight. And as you lift that leg back behind you, even though you're trying to get it up in line, since this is staying tight, you're going to feel that bed turn on even more. Rest. Okay, same side. Do not change sides. Same side. 3 rounds. Ready, set, go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And because we're just doing the one side, you don't actually have to let those limbs rest on the ground. You can just bring them together and then reach them long again. Try not to let the hip open up to the side. Both hips pointing down. That's going to be super important as we go into an alternating version of this. Rest. You get to do it one more time on that side. 3, 2, 1. Stomach tight. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And I feel my stomach working really hard on this one. You guys should too if you're doing this correctly. So hips are tucked, stomach tight, pushing back, getting length throughout that leg. Rest. Let's switch sides. So right hand, left leg. You can always drop down to your elbows if that feels more comfortable. Ready, set, go. Another idea is to use a couch out in front of you and just doing the legs. So you're holding onto the couch and just lowering or lifting that leg back behind you. And you kind of rest your forearms on the couch so that you're not getting into the wrist. Watch that hip, that it's not opening out to the side, pointing down the whole time. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Last round's coming up. Ready, set, go. So extend. Beautiful. Nice length, Kelly. Good job. Take a break. Okay, from here, we're alternating. So switching every single time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So lift your right leg, left arm, inhale down, switch. Now, as you switch from one side to the next, you don't want to feel the body weight shift. So it shouldn't be okay, now I'm on a new side. I've got to like adjust my body. It should be straight away, no change in where your hips are. So your body stays in the same plane at all times. And if you do that correctly, that's going to be a lot of work on the core. Working the stomach, working the shoulders, upper back, stomach, glutes, hips, everything working. Take a break. One more round. Going in 5. 3, 2, 1. Did I say one more round? This is the second round. Keep going. This is your second round. We've got 2 more rounds. Plenty of time to make this perfect. Nice, Helen. Good control. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Watch your low back, Sarah. You're getting just a slight bit of extension. Ready, set, last time. So as you do it, just think of keeping the stomach tight. Yes, just like that. That's much better. Ah, so good. Keep that up. Three, two, one. So we're basically going to do that exact same thing on our backs now. So come onto your back for dead bugs, starting with right side only. So right leg, left arm. So your legs, exhale, bring them up to tabletop. Now, our transverse abdominis is this muscle right here between the two hip bones. We're trying to get that tight. To get it tight, you have to exhale all the way out, and you're going to feel that get super tight. That's when you're at your strongest, so you don't get into the low back. You all know that. We've gone over dead bugs many times, but this time, exhale, just do the one side. So right leg, left arm. Inhale up, exhale, extend. Now, if you still feel your low back activate or try to lift off the mat, then instead of taking it that far down, bring it to 45 degrees so that your knee is right next to the left foot. And my low back does not leave the mat at all. Rest. 10 seconds rest, and we'll do that same side. Ready, set, go. Make sure you get rid of all that oxygen before you extend. Three, two, one, rest. We have a third round. Last round. 3, 2, 1, go. So right leg, left arm. Good. Really nice. Good. I love this pace. You guys are going really slow. The slower you go, the more it works. 10 seconds left. And I can't see any movement in all of you, so that looks really good as far as core goes. And rest. Okay, get ready to switch to the other side. Left leg, right arm. Ready, set, exhale, extend. Inhale back to center. Take as much time as you need. Take a break. Second round's coming up. Ready, set, go. Take a break. Final round coming up. Same side. 3, 2, 1, go. I know these aren't like the most exciting exercises, but they're so good for you. And if you do them correctly, you're going to feel so much more benefit from small, tedious movements like this than you would from cardio or high intensity stuff. So tomorrow morning, the next day, when you wake up and you feel this, just remember how much you helped your body and how much benefit you gave it by doing these small, tiny, boring exercises. and rest. Okay, we're gonna alternate next. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Ready, set, go. Lift. As you come back to center, you're just switching arms, switching legs. Inhale to center. Exhale. Extend. Inhale, center. Exhale. Take it out long. Again, if you feel your low back lift at all, don't lower that knee quite as far. So it's only going to come in line with the opposite foot. Rest. Second round is coming up. Go. You guys are pros at these by now. I shouldn't even be checking your form because you guys all know what you're doing. It looks beautiful. Nice work. 10 more seconds. Rest. Ready, set, go. When I used to work as an occupational therapist and we had a lot of geriatric patients, this is how we taught them how to walk again. A lot of these people were told they couldn't walk. So they were in wheelchairs, walkers, most of them were in wheelchairs. And we worked these fine-tuning rest, stabilizing muscles, and all of a sudden they were totally able to walk again. Ready, set, go. So these people who had totally given up hope of having that movement, by fine-tuning these smaller muscle groups, they were able to get that mobility and agility back. So, and of course we combine that with water training, so walking in the water first and then getting on land. But these exercises are so important for keeping our balance, for keeping our core integrity strength. And rest. Okay, our next exercise is a transverse abdominis push down. So I talked about transverse abdominis being between the two hip bones. We're gonna kind of train that muscle right now first. So I want you to take your peace fingers and place them on your hip bones. So you feel your hip bones jutting out. I don't care who you are, how much stuff you got there, you're gonna feel your hip bones. You know where they are. Now, come in 1 inch. Kind of like if you push down and you really had to pee, it would be a problem. That's where you want to be. Now, take a full breath in. Exhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Feel that muscle getting tighter and tighter. Now keep exhaling. You think you're out of breath? Exhale a little bit more. Notice how I'm having trouble talking because I've exhaled so much. That's when my muscle is going to get super tight. Okay? So that's what you're looking for. You can breathe normally now. You want that muscle to get so tight from exhaling so much. That's when it's at its strongest point, and that's when you get out of the back and start using the lower abdominals. That's why it's so hard to train the lower abdominals, because how often do we exhale that far, right? Very, very rarely. So take full breath in, exhale all the way out. All the way, all the way, all the way. Get rid of everything. Feel that muscle get super tight. And then, once it's super tight, exhale a little bit more. Lift one leg at a time, then the other. Woo! Now you can breathe normally. That was just to get your legs up. From here, we're going to work that same muscle group. We're going to place our hands right on our knees and then down about 2 to 3 inches. So you're on your top of your thighs. Push away on the legs, but don't let the legs move. So I could let my legs move forward. I'm not going to let them. So I'm pretending my legs are this big cinder block, like a giant concrete block, and it's so heavy I can't push it. I'm pushing as hard as I can with all my might through my hands, resisting with the legs, just holding here. My head is totally relaxed on the floor. My shoulders are down my spine. pushing, 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 turning everything on. I might start to shake. If I'm shaking, that's a really good thing. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, that's what we're doing every single time. So that's a transverse abdominis push down. The more you can push and resist the push, the more you're going to turn the transverse abdominis on. Ready? Exhale. Get rid of everything. Lift one leg, then the other. Hands on your legs. Breathe normally. Push into it. Resist. The more you can push and resist, the more you're going to feel the stomach shake. You do not want to feel your lower back lifting from the mat at all. So if that's the case, kind of relax, tuck your hips, start over. Push, 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 push. Push, push, push. Come on, harder. Drive into it with your full body weight and relax. Woo, one more time. Get ready? These are really intense if you do them right. Set, exhale. Get rid of everything, everything, everything. Then lift one leg, then the other. Push, resist. Keep breathing normally here. So the other day, Cayman and I were on a walk, and he was pushing into this giant boulder with his full body weight, like everything he had. And he thought, if I push hard enough, this thing's going to move. That's how hard I want you pushing this. Like, believe in yourself that you can get those legs to move, but your legs are not going to let you. And relax. Woo! Okay, now we get to work that inner thigh and the oblique and transverse abdominis. So we're going to take our right hand and sit up, pushing on the inside of this leg. You can let the left leg rest. So, sorry, left leg up, right leg on the ground, right hand on the inside of the left leg. You're going to crunch up, exhale, push it. Now hold, continue to breathe normally. Resist that push with the hand. Your legs pulling in as you're trying to push it out. Hold, hold, hold. If you want, you can take that opposite hand, support your neck. You're not pulling on the neck, but it's just a little pillow. Keep holding. You're shaking? You should be shaking. Let's shake. Come on, come on, come on. You know shakes are good, right? They bring all the boys to the yard. Bring those boys to the yard. Let's go, let's go. Come on, 5 more seconds. You got this. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so small, like such a small movement. So much work done. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Come up, push in, resist, resist, resist. Keep pushing. Do not let that arm push your knee out. Do not let your leg cave in. Keep resisting. You got this. It's a hard movement. If you're doing it right, you better be doing this right. Push, 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 push. Woo! You would not want me as your doula. I'm like sitting there, just push, come on. 2, 1, and rest. Let's go one more time. Man, after doing that this morning, everything is activated. Get ready. Get set. Go. Push. Resist. Get into this, guys. You got this. It's your last time on this side. For today, we are not doing this one again. So maximize full potential here. Oh my goodness. It's working so much. You can do it. 10 more seconds. Don't let that shoulder creep up next to your ear. Stay relaxed and down. Well, the good news is we're done with the right arm. Bad news is we have to do the left arm. Bring that right leg up. Ready, set, go. Push in, resist. Feel the transverse abdominis, the oblique, the bicep, the inner thigh all turn on and work. Push, 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 push. Come on, come on, come on. If you need, your hand can be a little support system. Breathe through it. Use your breath to help you. And rest. Okay, 2 more. Ready, set, go. Woohoo! Good news is you're halfway. Bad news is you're halfway. Come on. 5 more seconds. Push, resist. Working against one another. And rest. One more time. Ready, set, go. Nice, good, Helen. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, push, push. Can you push harder? Are you shaking? If you're not shaking, push harder. Come on. I can't be the only one doing the work here. Come on, come on. Help me push that boulder. Let's go. Really, I'm screaming at you because there's nothing else I can do right now. It hurts so bad. 3, 2, 1. You're done with the transverse abdominis push downs. You are not done with your reverse march though. So take a full breath in. Exhale, get everything tight. Once it's fully tight, you're gonna lift your legs. You can lift one at a time or both. Inhale. We're gonna tap the right heel down on your exhale. Inhale, pull it back up. Exhale, get rid of everything. Left heel down. Inhale, pull it back up. Alternating legs. Tap one down, bring it back up. Lower back does not lift. If you feel your lower back lifting, try to readjust your hips, then come back and join us. We have 5 more seconds. Rest. Okay, 2 more. Now you feel those transverse abdominis working, right? Ready, set, go. Once you know where it is, and you felt it do what it's supposed to do, you can't get away from it. You know exactly where you should be working right now. And rest. We get to do it one more time. Then we have one last exercise. Ready, set, go. Three, 2, 1. Come on to your side. I told you we were doing clamshells again. Here they are. So you're going to be elbow right underneath shoulder. Your knees are stacked and your hips are back slightly. When you lift up into side plank, your top leg is going to lift as well. Inhale, lower everything down. Exhale, lift. Ready, set, go. 30 seconds. So 30 seconds, 3 times on this side only. Then we'll switch over to the other side. You're trying not to let those hips rest on the ground when you bring them down. You're tapping, then rebounding back up. 10 more seconds here. And rest. Okay, second round, I'm gonna watch you guys. So let's see perfection. Ready, set, go. Ah, look at that beauty. Nice. Good, Kelly. Man, Kelly's looking so lean. Lean and mean and green. Well, you're not looking green, but I know you're eating green. So you got that going for you. You guys are halfway. 10 seconds. Although your favorite character is the Grinch, so maybe you want to look green. I don't know. Rest. We have one more round. Ready, set, go. Exhale up, inhale down. You guys got this. It's your very last one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch over to the other side. We'll start in 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Nice. Good, Sarah. Perfect lift, Helen. You can feel that glute working on the bottom leg. 3, 2, 1. Good work. We get to go again in 5 seconds. 2 more rounds. Ready, set, go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Three, 2, 1. One more round coming up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Exhale up, inhale down. I remember right before I knew I was pregnant, I was training for a 50-mile race and I got sciatica. And I thought it was because I was overtraining, but really it's because I was pregnant, so my hips were off. But it was like one of the worst things. Like you are in so much pain and there's no real cure for it. 2, 1, rest. Oh, good job, guys. If you want water, grab it now. So it's nice to know there are still things you can do when you do have sciatica, because a lot of things just make it worse, right? Such as running. Okay, we are going to stretch it out. When you're ready, come onto your back. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, come into a figure 4 stretch. Pulling the left knee into the chest. And you can just hang out here, or if you want to get a little deeper, if it feels okay, push that right knee away from you as you pull the left leg closer to your chest. Switch sides. Left foot comes across the right knee. Reach in between, thread the needle. Hold here. And then if you want to get deeper, your hand can push out on that left knee as you pull the right leg closer. I wore like 4 layers today, and I thought I'd take them off during class, but nope, that was not the case. We stayed pretty cool throughout. Built up a fire on the inside though. Okay, bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, hands overhead, grabbing on opposite hand, opposite elbow for a butterfly stretch. So you might be up here, you might be in contact with the ground with your knees. Wherever you are, just think about gravity pulling your knees down closer to the mat. Bring the knees to center. Extend your right leg long, pull your left knee into your chest and take it across the body, keeping that left shoulder down. So you might only get here, you might come all the way to the mat without that shoulder lifting, but the most important part is your left shoulder does not lift off the mat. So the rest is just going to be gravity working to pull that left leg closer. Back to center, switch legs. Right shoulder does not come up. Left knee pulls across. Come back to center. Take your legs mat width apart, knees bent. Gently drop the knees side to side. So as you do this, you're getting a little hip flexor stretch. Dropping in, letting the hips open up to one side, then the other. Inhale to the side, exhale back to center. And you did it. Nice work all. Congratulations. If you have any questions, I'm here. Sticking around to ask me.
I have something to show you.
Yeah?
Look what I made.
What's it say?
I'm not swearing, I'm using my workout words. Oh my gosh, how did you make that?
Cricut, like one of those vinyl